G'day Gooners, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today we're going to be doing the preview for the 2 a.m. game against Burnley, our first away game in what seems like a while, doesn't it? We've been in London for a long time, but yeah, Burnley 2 a.m. such a killer. I'm joined with George. First of all, how do you feel about that 2 a.m. kickoff time?
You know what? Like, I'm actually all right with it because I'm going to Oasis tomorrow night. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it could be a great night. I'm hoping for a great night start to finish. Oasis followed by an Arsenal win. So, listen, hopefully I'll be awake by the end of the concert and I'll have only energy to report for the 2 a.m. kickoff. What about you? You less excited,
I
I'm
mean,
guessing.
I mean, just after what happened last week, obviously I missed the Eze goal, and but I think it is better that is on a Sunday, so I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
prep myself a bit better. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I mean, I'm hyped for it, so yeah, I feel like when you're extra hyped for it, you're gonna have a bit more energy. So definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, Turf Moor, as I mentioned a little bit before, it feels like our first away game in a while, doesn't it? I kind of
Yeah.
what was our last away game that wasn't in London?
It's a good question.
Maybe Bilbao?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
so it's been
Bilbao.
it's been over a month already, which is
Yeah,
pretty crazy to think about. So we've got two, I guess, tough away games. Burnley, I mean, they probably look for me the worst out of the three that came up last season. Obviously,
yeah.
Sunderland's doing really well. Leeds are doing pretty decent as well. But yeah, Burnley, bit of a mixed sort of season for them. What comes to my mind straight away is earlier in the season when they held out Liverpool for 95 minutes, and then Mo
Yeah.
Salah, he's on fraud watch. He got a penalty at the end, so to make it 1-0. But yeah, their most recent form drew against Forest, loss against Man City, pretty hefty loss, 5-1
Yeah.
against Villa, and then they beat Leeds and Wolves. But going into this game, how do you think they'll set up and play against
Well,
us?
it's interesting because you talk about their recent form. Obviously, one draw, two loss, two wins. The games that they've won, they've played a four at the back, like a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and the games that they've lost, they've played a five at the back, a 5-4-1. Um, so you think by that logic they'd play a four at the back, but I don't think they will. I think they'll go to a back five. I think the reason they played a back five in those games was because they were away at the Etihad against a Manchester City team, and they were away at Villa Park against Aston Villa. So I think it was more to cater to the opposition, and it wouldn't shock me at all if they played a back five against us. Um, how am I feeling about it? Listen, it's not an easy place to go. I think because of the last time Burnley were in the Premier League, I guess my feelings on Burnley are very, I don't know. I think of them like we had them in the past, and they're very difficult to break down, quite resolute. But under Scott Parker, I feel like, yeah, Scott Parker, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Under Scott Parker, that they're a mixed bag. They're a mixed bag, and I expect us to turn up, and I expect us to roll them over. To be honest with you, there's no reason why we shouldn't do that. Um, yeah, what do you think? Do you think we should be confident going into this game?
I mean, for sure. I mean, if we just cast our minds back about 2 years ago, we beat them 6-0 away from home as well. That was when we were
True.
on our really good run of form. And we're playing good at the moment. Obviously, EFL Cup, it's going to be very different team to what we had in that game. But yeah, confident. I don't know necessarily if we'll sort of beat them like Man City did, because obviously City are at home. And
Mm-hmm.
it's our first away game in a while. I feel like
Yeah.
that's pretty important to consider up north as well. But yeah, I do think we'll win, but I don't think it'll be a 5-0, 6-0 sort of thrashing that we had in previous seasons, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but Burnley's always a funny one. It just reminds me of the in-betweeners, and Will always well, went on about
Man,
Burnley.
I love the
Um,
in-betweeners, man. I love it.
yeah, don't we all? Don't we all?
Yeah.
They've got a few dangerous players though. Like they have a few players who can really cause us some harm. I'm looking at Josh Cullen in the center of the park. He's had a good start to the season. Obviously, Anthony, who's I think their top scorer with 4 goals so far this season. He plays out on the left wing, and
Ex-Arsenal
is he?
Academy.
Is he
I sort
really?
of,
Is
yeah.
he? Oh, I didn't know that. Fair play. Yeah, Hale End strikes again, I guess. Yeah, they've got a few other good players. Ugo Chugwu, who was previously of Chelsea. Um, they have Twanzebe. Do you remember
Oh
Twanzebe,
yeah,
who was
yeah.
at United? Obviously,
Bravka,
Carl Walker. Dubravka, yeah. Carl
Carl
Walker,
Walker. I
obviously.
mean, that guy's a
Yeah.
scum. I swear. I do not like that
Yeah.
guy.
No, but he's a top professional. Fair
I
play
don't
to him.
think he's that good anymore, to be honest. I think he's
Maybe
washed
not
now.
so much.
Yeah,
Like when you lose your pace, it always
yeah.
makes it difficult because he was, in my opinion, up there with the best
Oh, of
right backs in Premier League
course.
history. I mean, ridiculous player. But Hartman, who plays as their left wing back, well, he had played as their left wing back when they played the five at the back system. He's contributed to a third of their goals. They've scored 12 goals in total in the Premier League, and he's assisted four of them. So to me, that would be the area that we would, I guess, pay most attention to, expecting them to play five at the back, which will be Saka's side, Saka Timber, and the third player who, I mean, could be Eze, could be Marino, could be Nwaneri, depending on who you fancy to play in that role. But it wouldn't shock me if we, I don't know, exploited either the space left behind him when he tries to bomb forward and they counter quickly, or if we actually leave that side and I guess double up on him and try and exploit the space on the other side with Calafiori and whoever else is playing out on that left hand side. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. My gut will tell me it won't be very high scoring, unfortunately, not like the 6-0 last time out because they're going to sit so deep in their block. So it could be another set piece that helps us pick the lock. I'm hoping it won't be. Actually, somewhat hoping it will be because I just love how much it rattles everyone else. But I still expect to win the game.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, if we get a set piece goal, it's going to make us go down the table because obviously those goals don't count, unfortunately. But I think the most important thing for this game is we get an early goal. If we get an early goal, I feel like the floodgates will open. The longer we
That's
don't get a
true.
goal, the more pressure. They're gonna sit in those two banks of five. 5-4-1. I mean, Dubravka is a great keeper as well, ex Newcastle, and he's had some worldy saves from the highlights that I've seen. So
For
it's
sure.
definitely going to be an interesting game. But yeah, how do you think that we will set up tactically? Should we do the lineups first?
Yeah, we can do. Good question. How do I think Mikel will set up, or what would
Yeah,
I like? They're two
yeah.
different things, I think. So
Okay.
what I think we'll see is going by who played midweek and who was rested. I think we'll go pretty much unchanged from our last Premier League outing. Maybe so. I'd go well. If I was Mikel, I think Mikel will go Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba if fit. We at the point of recording, we don't know if Saliba is going to be fit or not. Him or Mosquera will be the right centre back. Gabriel, Calafiori will come back in. Zubimendi, Rice. I think Mikel will go Eze again in that central role with a front three of Saka, Gyökeres, and Trossard. I personally would not do that. I personally think that the ability for Ethan to have one shot and score and just be that sort of killer makes me think that he should play in that right number 8 position again, which means Eze plays out wide on that our left hand side. Again, that will be directly, I guess, on Carl Walker. So I'd rather someone who has a lot of pace in Carl Walker still. I mean, he's still quick. I'd rather he face an Eze who's more tricky even than a Trossard. Plus, I feel like because Martinelli will not be fit, I feel like we do need some reinforcement power off the bench. So I don't know what you think about this, but I think that with 20 minutes to go, if we need a goal, I have much more confidence in Trossard coming on and changing a game rather than Nwaneri doing that. I think Nwaneri needs to
Yeah.
feel a game and have minutes in his belt and feel the tempo to really impact the game. Whereas I feel like Trossard is almost better when he doesn't have that time.
Mm. Yeah, for sure. Is it confirmed that Martinelli will be out for this game?
Yes, I believe so.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate because I feel like I didn't even consider him in my lineup, to be honest, even if he was fit. But
Yeah.
because I forgot about Carl Walker. I feel like every time he comes up against Carl Walker, he has him on strings. Now that Carl Walker's slower, I feel
Yeah.
like he could cause damage. Obviously, he won't be in the lineup, so not relevant. But my lineup, I feel like I do agree with you. It's tricky because I know what Mikel's going to do. I think we all know what lineup he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of going both ways because I agree with you in the sense that Eze is great on that left wing. But on the other hand, it's like I'm a firm believer in if the team's winning, you don't change it. So
Yeah.
I would
Yeah. And
probably stick with the same lineup as last week with Mosquera coming in if Saliba is injured. So I think that should be enough to get the job done. To be honest, it's going to be tricky, but I also do like I'm a bit on the fence this week, to be honest, about the lineup because obviously Trossard, great impact player, but who do you think if the game is going slow, let's just say Trossard did start and Eze did start, would you bring on a Nwaneri to change the game?
well, I think after midweek you have to consider Max Dowman as someone that can
Yeah.
come on and impact a game as well. But yeah, definitely Ethan Lewis Kelly, sorry, um, Marino. You know he can always come up with a goal. We do have players who are fit at the moment who can really impact a game, as we've seen. Marino came on against Newcastle, got us back into the game. Um, Obviously, Ethan scored during the week. Um, Obviously, Trossard for me because he scored against Fulham. If he starts, fair play. Um, and obviously, Max just is Max. So, yeah, I think those three would be the ones who, if the lineup is as we think and Mikel won't change a lot, um, then those are the three that come to mind quickly that can change the game. What about you? What do you reckon?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really important that if Nwaneri doesn't start, he gets minutes in this game for the sole
Yeah.
reason to just build his momentum and get those minutes up. Obviously, recently he hasn't been playing too much. Fans are not too happy with that. Some fans think he should be starting some of these games. But yeah, I think if he can keep this momentum going, get more goals and assists, it's only going to help his development even further. And obviously, even if we can get Max Dowman involved, maybe Harriman and Noose might pop up. But who knows? If it's comfortable, he could make a spot on the bench. You never know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Score predictions.
Ooh, sorry if it looked like I've been looking down. I've been trying to look at the FA Cup final of last year because I want to know if it was Eze up against Carl Walker, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
it was
Oh, true.
Crystal
Yeah.
Palace versus Man City. So I was
Oh
thinking
no,
that,
he was at AC Milan at the
oh, of
end
course,
of
he
the
was at AC
season. Yeah,
Milan.
yeah.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
correct me.
All good.
That's good ball knowledge. That. But even still, like Eze played as a left forward in that game, so and he scored and they won.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my thought process for that. Sorry for going off track, but yeah,
All
score
good.
predictions. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think we'll win the game 2-0 to the Arsenal or 0-2 to the Arsenal. What about yourself?
I've kind of got two score predictions. I think
Okay.
if we score in the first 15 minutes, 4-0. If
Okay.
we don't score after 40 minutes, I'm going to say 2-0.
You know
So
what's unfortunate? Unfortunately, you can only have one guess.
I'm gonna say 2-0 because it's a bit of a safer pick, and I feel like we've won 2-0 so many times this season. 1-0 to the Arsenal isn't even a saying anymore. It should be 2-0 to
All
the
right,
Arsenal.
I'm gonna be fun then. If you're gonna go 2-0, I'll go 4-0. I'll go for the thrash.
All right. Okay.
I think
2-0.
you're 1-0 up. You got the right score for our last game, didn't
Oh,
you?
okay. All right. How about we implement? We're not allowed to have the same score.
Yeah, nah,
But
definitely
you
not.
said 2-0
Definitely not.
first, so I'll go 4-0. I'll go bold this
Fine.
week. I'll go bold this week.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So before we wrap up, October, what a month. 0 goals conceded, 6 wins from 6. Believe that's the record for an English top flight team. George, what did you make of October?
I mean, as you said, it was flawless. It's unbelievable achievement. I mean, I saw a tweet and it was put pretty expletive, but it was just like if we don't win anything now, there are going to be problems. And yeah, I agree. Like you can't have such a good month like that. 6 games, no goals conceded. We won all of them, and it's the first time an English team has done it in the history of football. So, fair play to Arsenal, fair play to Arteta, fair play to the playing staff, fair play to every other staff. Got to give Nicholas Yeover a shout out by himself because that guy, what he's done for our football club is crazy. Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great, and I must say we've done this podcast now for 3 weeks, maybe is it? Maybe even
No,
less.
not even. Yeah, 2 weeks, I
Not
think.
even, right? And we're sitting here week by week, win by win. It's been beautiful. Long may it continue. I actually believe that we are the reason that Arsenal keep on winning. So long may the podcast continue, and long may Arsenal winning continue.
Obviously, team accolades are great, but just individually, Mikel nominated for Manager of the Month. I'm sure he's going to win that. I mean, wins every game, no goals conceded. He has to win that. And our Player of the Month. Did you see who our Player of the Month was, or do you want to have a guess?
Was it Timber?
Yeah, Timber.
Yeah, it
Timber
was
Player of the
Timber.
Month. So congratulations to him. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up there. It's Halloween today as well, so happy Halloween for our American viewers, I guess, if you guys are watching from over there. But yeah, happy Halloween to you guys. We'll be back for the post-match pod on Sunday, talking all things in that game. Hopefully another clean sheet, another win. That's what we're expecting. So should be good. Great time to be an Arsenal fan. Thank you, George, for today. And yeah, we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for the support as well.
And have a good day, Gooners.
Have a good day, Gooners.